Well, tonight we continue our local body elections coverage, and Hollie Buchanan has chatted with another of Invercargill's 3 mayoral candidates.
Joining me now, standing for the Mayor of Invercargill, Tom Conroy. Good evening.
Good evening.
So tell me, why are you running for the mayoral too?
Well, I thought it was time for strong, energetic and positive business leadership for the town. We're undergoing some very testing economic times, and I think, having traded here for 20 years with businesses, I know what we're suffering from, and I've got some solutions, and I thought it was time to put those forward.
What leadership experience can you bring to the table?
Well, I've headed up several companies, and I think I've had staff, maybe 200 staff, go through the companies in the last 20 years, so I know how to pull a team together. I also had corporate experience with Mobile as a senior executive, so I've had it in different circumstances, and as I say, I know how to get the best out of people, and I think that's a key role for the Mayor.
What do you see as the top 2 issues currently facing Invercargill?
Well, that's an easy question because I've been campaigning for 5 months now, and I've asked that of every audience, and they're quite clear the CBD deterioration is top of the pile. There's no easy solution for it, but there is a genuine concern that it's decaying on an almost daily basis. So that's number 1, clearly. And the second one is actually Anderson House on vote, a beautiful building that we have here that's been closed because it needs significant work to upgrade, and its future as part of the community. So they're the 2 things that people have come to me almost at every meeting and said we want action on those.
What do you consider to be the 2 core functions of the Invercargill City Council?
Same thing, really, same rules. I see it as a business that has 2 arms. One is the infrastructure and maintaining the integrity of that. But also I think they're a facilitator of growth and entrepreneurship in the town. They've got to be proactive on the front foot, getting new businesses here, encouraging them, not necessarily paying for them, but being a facilitator of what it takes to get them trading in town. So you're a salesman for the city, but also you've got your core functions of infrastructure maintenance that is an obligation.
How do you feel the current council is performing?
My concern is always that everything is very slow. And they've admitted that, local body politics is slow, but because it has been slow doesn't mean it has to be slow in the future. And that's what I'm bringing by coming in straight, straight from business straight into the politics. I'm going to say, well, let's bring in some of the practices in the business spectrum that makes things go quickly. And let's question everything we do and why it is slow instead of just accepting it's slow. And that's what frustrates people. It's slow consultation, it's slow when it comes to buildings. Everything seems to take forever. And they're just, accepting that, and I won't.
As Mayor, what will you do differently?
I'm going to bring, as I say, a business approach. So we're going to use the same fundamentals where the chairman of the board, the Mayor, makes the rules with the council about how the management team needs to perform and tells the public, and create a very good relationship between the 2. They call it governance, but really it's leadership, and telling them either very direct instructions or from general instructions about what we need to deliver to the ratepayer, because we have to give them a return on investment, which is a phrase we use in business all the time. It's not necessarily money, it might be good facilities and amenities. So that's what I want to do, is a management governance structure that's pulling in the same direction, very clearly, strongly led, and very communicative with the ratepayers and residents who are the shareholders of that company.
What do you consider to be the most important function of the Mayor?
The Mayor is the front person for every decision that's made, which is why they need a good support team, get good people around you. You're going to be answerable for everything that happens, whether you've got direct influence over it or not. So the Mayor really needs to be on top of every issue, be well informed by those people around him, so he can make constructive comment and suggestions, and also can facilitate external parties taking part with council in joint ventures. So he opens the doors, whether he opens the doors locally or opens the doors around New Zealand. That's the role of the Mayor, is to say, look, the city needs this, the city needs that, and bring people together with great ideas and help them achieve their goals.
Do you have the skills to lead the council?
I absolutely do. I've had, as I've mentioned, a lot of leadership experience. The good thing is it doesn't matter what combination ends up being elected. Through my business contacts, I've had dealings with all the current council, and I also had a lot of interaction with the council itself. So nobody will be new to me. We have a good relationship. There's no conflict. I've met all the prospective candidates, many of whom I do know from other parts of society. So I'm very confident I can win their confidence very quickly, get their commitment to change, and put us all together very quickly to actually put some things into place straight away, not long-term plans. I'm talking about things we can do from day one.
Where do you think Invercargill's future lies?
It depends on what we do in the next 5 to 6 years. I'm offering a 2-term tenure because I think we can make significant difference in that time. One thing I fear is the lack of inertia. We must get things underway straight away. And I think if we do that, and you would have heard of the Southern Regional Strategy, which is a big picture items which are going to change the shape of Southland and Invercargill. But the City Council needs to work alongside those and also have their own momentum, their own things they want to do and implement, so that we get excitement about the city's progress. If we do nothing, then the city will just deteriorate and we'll be a lost cause. So what I see is quick action, working alongside the big projects, and in 5 years, 6 years, you'll see a completely different city than the one that you see today.
What do you love about Invercargill?
I love the potential of the people, I think, and their ideas and their excitement about what can be done. The frustration is there's a lot of people out there who have great ideas for businesses and entrepreneurship, but they're frustrated they can't get progress with it. They either don't have the resource, they're frustrated with the council not helping them. Those kinds of activities that I can influence, which are to the better. We have performance talent, we have great art, we have great ideas. It's just getting them out from underneath the bushel, getting active and getting those goals achieved. So that's, to me, the potential is amazing in this town.
Why should Invercargill ratepayers and residents vote for you?
Well, I think they should look back at what I've achieved over the last 20 years. We've put millions of dollars back in the economy. We've put Southland on the map through our television station being nationwide, and I think they could see that we've made a genuine contribution that's come straight back into the community, and have that confidence that I'll do the same for the council. So I think they look at that track record. Hopefully they'll look at my presentation and media skills as being another advantage. The fact that I'm not overstating the case, but I am known outside the province, so I can open doors for us. I have got credibility. So when you look at that entire package, it's different, it's energetic, it's positive. Everything is positive. I'm not going back and knocking a whole thing down things that have happened before. Let's look ahead. And I think they can build and feel that energy come across. So when you look at all those factors, it's a good investment by placing me as mayor.
Tom Conroy, thanks very much for joining us.
It's been a great pleasure.